We all might have imagined, what if we get a bag full of dollar bills around the corner of the road? The day that happens will be the day that the person will give up on college. Well, who needs that when you already have the reason you're doing it for? Welcome back to another episode here. Today we will be speaking about a topic not everyone will have to search on YouTube, but if you're having to, I guess you've just got very lucky recently. We will cover what exactly you should spend the money that you received through a lottery on. Being a very interesting topic, we hope you like this video. Also make sure you subscribe to this channel if this is your cup of tea. Money has become a commodity that you will need for literally everything, from buying your dream car to staying alive. Even the basic necessities come out of money. This transformation of the world that we see, as it turns into something totally materialistic, every human being starts thinking of his life in terms of money. Each decision or a step can be valued in terms of money. If you look at it closely, the study of money has itself turned out to be a very lucrative job. Speaking about the financial experts, advisors, and brokers, they earn way more than any other professionals do. You must have already searched for supercars, eh? What we need to understand is that buying a supercar out of the money that you received through the lottery could actually be one of the worst decisions you make. Wondering why? Because annually the amount you will have to spend to keep the car maintained will be astounding in itself. Never to forget the not-so-great mileage these cars give on the road. This means that you constantly need to have a very heavy pocket to suffice the demands of this high-maintenance beast. If this continues, you will not take long to spend completely all you earned through the lottery. Maybe more than what you earned through the lottery. Let us look at an example to understand this well. The cost of a Lamborghini Huracan is $333,000. This means that you will have to spend well over $350,000 to bring this beast on road after all taxes and registration. Also keep in mind, now that you've won the lottery, you might fall under the highest tax slab when it comes to luxurious items, meaning thereby a great amount of money being given to Uncle Sam. You will also have to spend over $25,000 on a 10-year basis to maintain the beast as it is. This means that your pocket will need to continue to be heavy if you decide to buy one of these. In fact, what you need to consider the most while you think of ways to spend it are your long-term objectives. These long-term objectives often end up having some returns. The returns we refer to are the passive income that you accumulate over time through the possession of this money. You have multiple options to spend it. Irrespective of the amount you win in the lottery, the time taken to spend it entirely will not be as long as you expected it to be once you started spending it carelessly. The best thing for a person to do would be to invest it in some manner. Now that we have multiple trading options, why not hire a financial broker and ask him to do the math for you if you cannot or don't want to work for it? Of course, trades do have a lot of uncertainties, but with a good investment plan, there are high chances for this money of yours to double or even triple over a much lesser time than it takes for it to double in the bank through a fixed deposit. Speaking of Uncle Sam, the amount that the government will take off from the total amount that you win through lotteries is substantial. If you live in the United States, the amount they take from that will start from 37%, because you will then fall under the highest tax bracket. Given that your income falls under the set terms and conditions, this amount is exclusive of the state and the local taxes that will be incident on you as you start paying Uncle Sam first. However, there needs to be someone that you must be able to rely on and is aware of these rules and procedures in each state. This will be a financial advisor that you will have to appoint to make sure that he allocates the right amount at the right place. The amount which you will then have in your hand will be the amount that you can use for fulfilling your dreams after winning the lottery. The amount might seem much smaller since the federal government would already have sucked a lot out of it, but whatever you have is what you will be able to use effectively. Make sure you keep the tax amount aside for sure, because we don't want you to be in a state that you spend the entire amount you won and are now not being able to pay the government. That will not be a good situation for anyone to be in. Clearing off the debts is always the first thing you ought to do after winning the lottery. In case you have no debts, make sure you set up some sort of a savings account so you can always have some money rolling around the bank, gaining some returns on it over a period of time. This is extremely important to prevent you from going broke after a couple of years of winning the lottery. Having cleared off all the debts, let us see what exactly could you avoid in future. The honeybees. There will be a lot of people, including your relatives, who will come up to you begging for some money off from what you won. Things do not stop there. You never know if one among them plans to kill you to inherit all that you have. So you need to be extremely careful after that. So maybe take them out for a trip while making sure that they do not overdo the same. The trip is just to make sure that they stay in your good books and do not end up on their hit list. There are a lot of ways you could continue this single-time win into a lifetime win. Perhaps it's important for you to turn this into a lifetime win because failing to do so will probably end up with you being broke. Among all the things you could do, the best thing of all would be to hire a team of professional financial advisors and lawyers. This might lead to you spending a bit on them, but in the long term, this will be the best thing for you to do. They will probably advise you to keep the amount entirely aside in the bank for a period of 6 months at the least so the money already starts working for you. This will create revenue which you can sustain your life. It is imperative for you to seek help from those who are certified and approved to manage such affairs. While we say so, also make sure that the financial advisors you appoint come clean. You can check this from the respective government agency that maintains a record of all criminal charges that might be proceeding against a professional in the past. The same goes for lawyers as well. Make sure you choose the right people in your team, because this team will be the one that will bring forth the most returns for you in future. Make sure you do not keep buying things as soon as you feel like having them. Give them sufficient time. Time itself will make a lot of changes in your decision, and you will realize the things you truly need from those which you don't really need. We hope this video was clear about the ways you could spend your money after winning the lottery. Irrespective of the amount, anything over your current pay per month is something that requires extreme caution before spending. The reason for that is that irrespective of what you win, the amount you earned prior to that will continue even after the amount you won depletes completely. It is imperative for the salary of yours to be able to maintain and support the lifestyle that you had after winning the lottery. If this becomes hard, all the debt you cleared after winning the lottery will come back to you, but this time a bit more serious. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for more videos and also turn on the post notification to never miss anything. Before we meet the next time, start planning your financials to ensure that you stay rich throughout your life.